Hey kids, it is Tuesday, September 8th. It's actually Sunday and I'm doing my videos early because I had already gotten dressed up for church and figured, well, why not just get a jump on the week? Plus, you don't want to see me do videos in my pajamas, so that would just be scary. Anyway, hope you've had a good weekend. It's been nice weather for the most part. It looks a little dreary out there right now, but I'm anxious to get back outside and just chill out for the rest of the weekend. Let's get through this video. I think that you're going to find this is review. This week is a lot of review, but we've got to really nail down these skills and get them back in your head, because I know it's been a long time. Get them back in your head so we can move forward, okay? Don't forget, if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to email me or call me or whatever, okay? All right, here we go. You're going to need your notebook. And go ahead and get the date in there. So you can just put up there 9/8/20. Okay? What I need you to do is, I've got a fancy graph up here, but just in your notebook, I want to review and practice how to graph some points. Okay? I know you did this with Lindell. We're going to do more of it. So let's just practice it, get it back in our brain, okay? So make yourself a big coordinate graph. It's like the one I have up here. And I know that when you plot these points, it's going to be approximate. But I'll get you some graph paper and you'll be able to make it more exact. Okay? So let's just think back. If you remember with graphing points, you get two numbers gives you 1 point, right? So the first number, always separated by a comma, the first number is going to tell you whether to go left or right. The left is a negative, the right is if it's a positive. It's really ugly on there. But. And then the second one is either to go up or down. If you go up, it's a positive number, down is a negative number. Okay, so that seems a little crazy, but let's just practice first, okay? So hopefully you can see up here, we've got our the first point to plot is 0, 0. That's where it all begins, right? 0, 0. We go right to the center because this is 0, 0. That's called the origin. So we're not going to go left or right. We're not going to go up or down. It's just right on that point. Two numbers makes 1 point. Okay? Our next one here, we have -3, 4. So, to plot our point, we always start at the origin. We start at 0. Then, we've got to go -3. So, are we going to go left or right? We're going to go left, because it's a negative. These are all the negatives. We're going to go -1, 2, 3. And then, we have a +4. Go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we plot our point right about there. And honestly, I should have given these all letters to go with it. So let's make the origin A. -3, 4 can be B. And label B here. Okay. Now let's do this one. So we've got 5, -2. 5, -2. Always start at 0. Similar 0. It's a +5, so we're going to go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a -2 means we're going to go down 2. 1, 2. On our point, let's make this one C. And we'll move on to the next one. We'll make this one B. So now we have -2, -6. Alright, we always begin at the origin. We've got a -2, -2. So we're going to have to go to the negative direction, to the left. We're going to go 1, 2. And then we have a -6. So that means we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right about there. Okay? Is that coming back to you? we're going to practice that some more just because sometimes it can get confusing. It's very important that you take your time when you're doing it, because if you don't, you could end up getting in the wrong spot or miscounting. You just got to take your time with it, okay? So we're going to be plotting points. The other thing we're going to go over today is solving one-step equations. Okay, give me just a second to scroll my screen. And I'll already solve this jazz so you don't get confused. Hopefully you're not feeling too confused. Let's just review this real quick. You guys have seen these before. I think that that glare is on there, but let's just take this first one. Alright, the only thing I want to know from you right now is what operation is going on between the 3 and the m. What operation? You guys have seen these before. You know that the m is called a variable, right? We did a lot of this in Lindell's room. But what operation is happening between the 3 and the m? Well, let's review our operations. We've got addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, right? In this case, this is multiplication. That's all I want you to worry about for today, okay? So in your notes, you can just write this whole thing down. But that is a multiplication problem, okay? Got it? Now number 2, it's a little goofy, and the way I had to type it, it looks weird. But that's like a fraction. You might also see me write it like this, okay, like a fraction. Let's see it like that. So is that addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? Well, this bar means that it is division. Divide. Whoops, divide. Okay, so you're going to write all of this down. So fractions are nothing more than fancy division problems. Okay, that's all they are. When you see a fraction bar, it's division. Keep that in mind. It's like fractions are division problems with an attitude. All right, this should get pretty easy now. I don't know if you know this about me, but I am not a fan of it being set up like this. I always like the variable, the x or whatever on this side, but I'm okay with it. I can handle it. I just always, if I was going to solve this problem, I would switch it. That's just a personal preference. I like the variable to be on this side of the equal sign. In this case, it's not a big deal, right? I just want to know what operation is going on between this -2 and the x. What operation? It's a plus, isn't it? It's an addition problem. Addition. Okay? Don't be confused by that -2 right now. We will have to deal with it because it's a negative when we solve, but this is actually an addition problem. Alright? And finally, this is kind of weird. Again, I would prefer it to be 9 minus 4, but that's just me. And we've got that line right there, which means this is subtraction. Okay? Not too bad. So you're plotting points, and I just want you to be able to identify, actually I don't even think I put that in the homework. Maybe I did. I don't remember right now. You're going to identify what operation is happening with the equations, okay? So it shouldn't be too bad. I want you to practice plotting points. There's 2 sites there you can go to. And then page 5, 11 through 30, and those should go real fast. It's just asking, that's the one where it's just asking you what operation is happening and what the variable is. Remember, variable is just the letter. Okay, so again, look at 3m. If I wanted to know what the variable was, you would just say m, and then it's multiplication. Okay? Hopefully I didn't rush to that too much. It's hard to do it with no kids here. It's kind of weird. But anyway, let me know if you need anything, and we will see you tomorrow. Peace.